Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we got topics to go through and we're going to get straight into it with the first one. An update from CF Bayern Christian Falk saying true, Chelsea won't go in for Benjamin Pavard at the moment. The club want to finalise the transfers of Jules Koundé, Sevilla and Presnel Kimpembe for PSG. Including Kalidou Koulibaly, Tuchel would have his new centre-backs complete. And the reason I brought this to you is obviously I mentioned the Benjamin Pavard links and those have increased over the past couple of days, so there's definitely legs to that. He is definitely an option at Chelsea, but the fact that it says Jules Koundé and Kimpembe, and it's not the only ones, the only reports that are coming out and saying that Chelsea are looking at getting another centre-back. It's going to be Kimpembe, it's going to be Pavard. Obviously would have been Nathan Ake if City were willing to negotiate at the level Chelsea wanted to. And this obviously spells bad news for someone like Levi Colwill, or the fans at least that want Levi Colwill to make it at Chelsea. I'm hoping, Kimpembe, like we've said, like we've seen, seems to want to stay at PSG. Pavard, I think, is one that's possible to get over the line, so could be a problem, and he'll become at a cheaper cost as well, so probably one that Chelsea could get over the line should they move to sign him. But by the sounds of it, it's what Tuchel wants. He would have his new centre-backs complete, is what it says at the end, and to me that just signals, he wants that other centre-back. He's not comfortable going into this season with Levi Colwill. I guess it's a good sign because it means that he wants to, he wants to have this experienced back line that he can rely on to push for like a title charge and all that sort of stuff. But obviously the fans, we want to see some of our youth get integrated through this squad, and it's going to be a big problem. I think this could be a tear in the relationship between Thomas Tuchel and the fans if, he kind of refuses to integrate squad youth players as much. I know he has done, he's given plenty of chances, but with some of these, Broja, Levi Colwill at the moment, I think it's just rubbing fans the wrong way a little bit. Not saying I'm against Tuchel at all. Like I've said many times this transfer window, I back him to do his thing. But it seems like a very mixed opinion. Like he's going this way with the whole, integrating Levi Colwill, and the fans are going this way. We're going two completely different directions. So we'll see how it goes. But it does say and there's a lot of other reports saying that as well. So the Jules Koundé situation, as I updated you yesterday, Sevilla accepted the fee, and we have this again coming through. Simon Phillips saying Chelsea have verbally agreed personal terms with Koundé and verbally agreed a fee with Sevilla, so that much is done, like I said. Missing the paperwork and signing off, so that's all that's remaining to do, right? We've agreed the fee with Sevilla, we've agreed the contract with Koundé. It's just about getting it to sign off. Sevilla are waiting to see if Barca will make an offer, so they're being kind to them and letting them have a chance at least. Koundé open to both clubs is the update from here. Sevilla wait for Barca to make an offer. I don't know why. I feel like they'd want him to go abroad, obviously, because then that doesn't strengthen a rival. And are Barca going to be able to come up with this money? Maybe by the end of this we'll be proven wrong and another player goes to Barca that Chelsea wanted. It seems like we're their scouting department at the moment. But it's all agreed, we've got our part done, and just waiting on the club to sign it off, and I'm sure it'll happen very soon. But like I said, everything is agreed, it's done on our end. It's just Sevilla need to say, right, we're done waiting for Barca, we accept you. I'm sure you guys have seen the whole thing about Jules Koundé not going to Portugal with Sevilla. Well, he showed up at 6:30 PM and voluntarily travelled with Sevilla to Portugal. Has his transfer gone to waste? No. Sevilla and Chelsea now exchange documents. The player wants to wait for news with the team and not train alone. So apparently that's the reason. He didn't want to just be stuck, not on the tour with them. He wanted to go there, train with the guys, and wait for this to go through. But it wasn't funded through Sevilla. Like they didn't pay for him to go like they would have for the rest of the squad. This has come from the same guy that broke the news in that, Sevilla have accepted the offer. So I guess we can trust him because we're seeing other people reporting that as well. It's just a case of he's waiting just to see if Barca offer, which again, I'm not exactly keen on. I hate that every player we seem to sign at the moment is going, but Barca? Hey, you want this? Like, it's so frustrating. But hopefully, this will be the end of it soon. Like, this transfer window isn't going to go on much longer, and we will have sorted our defenders out. So hopefully they'll leave us alone after this. Then a Simon Phillips update again. He says, as I said on yesterday's podcast, I'm told that Thomas Tuchel wants 2 more attackers to arrive this summer. This could suggest that not only Hakim Ziyech is on his way out, but Timo as well. So obviously that's 2 more, meaning we obviously signed Sterling. So that would maybe be another striker and a winger, something along those lines. And that would line up, right? Because Broja wants guarantees on his playtime. We'll get to a bit of that later on. But Broja wants these guarantees for his playtime. Thomas Tuchel's looking to sign a striker. So I could see, a bit more where Broja is coming from, I guess, if we are really going to be in the market for a striker later on in the transfer window. And then I wouldn't imagine we'd go for another striker after that, right? It's going to be another winger or something like that. And that has to be the end. If Ziyech is going one way, so I guess that works, and Timo going somewhere else is possible. There's apparently problems with Chelsea offloading some of these players, but to replace Hakim Ziyech and Timo Werner in this squad, 2 players that looked like they had a lot of ability but didn't show it often enough at Chelsea, it wouldn't be a bad thing, right? And as I mentioned, we have an update on Broja, and it says Broja is not interested in a loan deal. This is why with West Ham the negotiation is for $30 million permanent deal. His priority is to have guaranteed game time and to feel important at the club. But it's also true that Broja knows that Tuchel is doing everything to keep him. So, conflicting things here, right? Tuchel is doing everything to keep him. If Tuchel's trying to sign another striker, as he probably rightfully should, we have got very big problems with finishing. Then he's not doing everything to keep Broja because Broja wants to be, a frontline leader for this club, which he's not gonna be. He had 6 goals in a loan at Southampton last year. He's not there yet, but he's capable of being in the squad. So we'll see how this goes. He's not interested in a loan deal, so if we're gonna sell him, it's gonna have to be permanently. He's making it a little difficult, and we'll see how it goes. But as I mentioned, Chelsea having troubles with offloading players. Matt Law is saying Chelsea have so far not been able to find clubs who are willing to pay a fee and take on the big wages to sign the likes of Kepa, Timo Werner, and even Batshuayi. AC Milan have held talks over a loan move for Hakim Ziyech, who Chelsea would rather cash in on. So that's sort of our problem at the moment. Timo Werner, as we saw in the other report, could be going the other way. Ziyech, same thing. We've saw Napoli looking at Kepa, Batshuayi. We haven't seen any links so far, but I'm sure there's plenty of clubs that would like him, but cheap. And they would want his wages reduced as well. So it's a difficult point for Chelsea. The old ownership have spent big on these players. They want to get a return on them. They've given these guys good contracts, and when maybe they weren't up to the scratch, which we've seen, Timo Werner hasn't exactly been a crazy success. Same could be said for Kepa, same for Ziyech, same for Batshuayi, and there may be others in there as well. But that's sort of Chelsea's problem at the moment. We can't get anyone to buy these guys, but we do want to get rid of them, and we want to replace them with, like I said, Thomas Tuchel wanting 2 more attackers. So until these guys go, we kind of can't get those new attackers, so it's a problem. And then we have Chelsea working on the outgoings. For Richard Mano is reporting this. Deal in place with Huddersfield for Tino Andrin, a loan move until 2023. So Tino Andrin's going to go the other way. And still no decision made on Broja is basically his update. And of course Zach Sturge is joining the club. Very talented young player. So, Tino Andrin going away, he's not going to be used this year, so it makes sense. Broja, like I said, really want to keep. And Zach Sturge signing, that's a good one. Well, here we have it. The Charlotte FC versus Chelsea game, the last-ditch penalty, 93rd minute, it ended up going in to make it 1-1 and then losing on penalties. I've seen a lot of people going crazy on this one. I don't take much of pre-season into consideration. Team's so disjointed and such, it's just never going to be what you want it to be. The results are never going to be great. Got to see some, some good players on the pitch. Sterling out on the pitch for the first time was very nice to see. He looked brilliant. The dribbling ability, the directness, the change of pace, it just looks brilliant. Something I'm so excited to see when we're properly into the season. Of course, we got Arsenal up next, so that'll be an interesting one. Hopefully we go out and win that one. I'd hope we'd try a little harder for that, just because it is the, a little bit of a London derby there. So we'll see how it goes. Connor missing the pen, I really just do not care. A lot of people are going crazy on it. I'm just not that fussed. But let me know what you guys thought of this game. Like I said, I personally wasn't that fussed, but I can understand, it does look like a bad sign when we can't even beat Charlotte FC, but it's understandable these things happen in preseason. It's what they're there for. Fitness is the main issue that we need to solve here. But that's going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like on it, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss out on a future video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.